What you got over there, honey?
Cherry tomato snack.
Oh, you're snacking on everything?
No, just the cherry tomatoes for now.
It's been a heat wave. We have hardly had any rain this summer. The garden is doing good, but because we're watering it, because the rain has not been helping us that much. It did rain a little bit last night.
Check out some of these jalapenos.
Yeah, my son called once Clay to make jalapeno poppers. So we got to get that ready for him too. He has special, so.
There's a lot of them.
This garden's crying for water. Can you see that there?
Celery looks like it's thickening up too.
Oh yeah.
In those.
Oh yeah. Ooh, let's see. It's in that little planter thing.
Yep.
Clay, look at those pepper plants over there. They look like they're crying for water.
They are.
Because it's been so hot.
It sprinkled a little last night, but not enough to water anything. So you got to keep them troughs. Doesn't take long for the water to water them troughs. And people have been asking about the troughs. What keeps the mosquito larvae from building up in it? Going dry.
And also too, it never gets a chance to get that full.
No, and they don't get a chance. The mosquito eggs and larvae don't get a chance to
develop.
Live in there.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
We've never had mosquitoes in there.
Gotta turn that plant a little bit. It's shadowing out my celery right here. The rest of the celery's looking good. Hopefully it'll start by the end of the month is
Eat a little leaf. How's it taste?
tomorrow. Well, it tastes like celery. I mean,
is it good? I want one.
celery leaves are a little bitter. That's why you dry them out and use them for soups.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can taste celery in it.
Oh yeah. These peppers are doing really good too. They got these aren't the fooled you jalapenos. Yeah, these are. These are the fooled you jalapenos. The ones behind us, which need more water, are the mini bells.
Yeah, they're, oh yeah, look at those. They're not happy.
They need some water.
Okay, he's got to water them. You gonna go get the hose now?
I gotta fill the troughs up.
Because everything's a little heat, but it's okay. I still think the garden did pretty good.
We did really good for the garden this year. There's another couple of ripe tomatoes up there.
My husband doesn't know it, but I'm already whining to make another one of these next year. I would like 2 more, please. But we'll see. My honeydew list gets so big, and after a while it just becomes, okay, Ruthie, when I get a day. Oh, look at the Hubbard squash, dear. Did you look at it?
Yeah, I've got to build a special bra for it. Just to keep it from being too heavy and breaking off. But you can see these tomatoes are nice and they're starting to ripen up nice now.
Oh, yeah.
I pick mine just before they ripen all the way. That way the bugs don't get them or birds or anything else. So what you do is you take them when they got a little bit of green left on them, or when they're green you can see them just start turning yellow. Take the stem off them, and then you turn them upside down on in a dark corner or something, on a countertop or something. Yeah, this thing is getting enormous. Look at that Hubbard squash.
And if you're new to our channel, people make pies.
But I've got to make a hammock for it, so that, because those things will get enormous, and I've got to keep it up, because what it's going to do is it'll eventually break off from the stem. And
should I crochet something for it?
no, I'll just use a piece of those nylon bags from the feed.
Oh, okay. Look at all the flowers on this stuff.
Let me move down. I'll see if there's any more
sure,
squash coming on. There was one in there. It started good, but I don't see it in there. There's one right here starting out nice. See that one right there?
Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, there's another one right up there above it.
Yeah, so we'll have to make, yeah, there's a bigger one, yeah.
So this will be good.
So we'll have plenty of pumpkin pies this winter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used the Hubbard squash for the pumpkin.
That's good.
All you do is you just put your pumpkin, wow. Got some tomatoes over here I gotta get too. Turned out some nice tomatoes. I bought the Better Boys and the Jet Stars. And they're all doing really good. I take that top stem off there. Now I can do it when I get in the house.
And are you going to do a fall garden?
Now see what's going to happen here is we pick these off, more will come on.
Are you going to do a fall garden?
I think I'm just going to do what, I got to go back through that way.
Okay. That's all right.
Here's one that's starting to ripen. I want to get that out there too. Now I didn't have problems with blossom end rot because I use a calcium in the trough, and the calcium stops the blossom end rot.
Tell people that don't know what to do for calcium or for blossom end rot what to do.
I just did.
Do you use?
You use calcium.
Okay, so what would you use? A Tums, milk? What do you use?
I crumple up some Tums and throw it in the trough.
Okay. So if you didn't know what to do, you newbie.
I gotta go on this side and get some more tomatoes.
There's a lot of butterflies. I don't know if you guys can see them. They're flying over here between those flowers there and the milkweed. But I was hoping to catch some.
This is probably the third batch of tomatoes I've had to pick. And I've been eating them as fast as they're ripening.
I noticed you haven't been sharing.
Well, you have to get in there and grab.
Look at the face. You haven't been sharing.
I love the tomatoes. One over there is starting to ripen too. I want to get them before they ripen.
That's okay. We won't
I
complain.
can live on tomatoes.
Oh, we love tomato sandwiches. Oh my goodness, so good.
Now here's one with a split. Once that ripens, you still can eat it. You just have to cut the split off of it.
Okay.
It isn't something you just throw away. You can see by the weight of the tomatoes it's breaking down some of the vines. They should have been tied up a little bit more. I got to rig up a tie-up
Well, between the
area
heat,
for the next season.
between the heat and doing some of my work and your own work, he's been super busy because I'm in the
And then
brace
you have to
now.
stay out of the heat because of the.
Yeah. Well, yesterday it was like you said something about doing something. I said no, you're not because
Yeah, it was just too hot.
I don't know if you wanted to do
We went
dishes
to
or what.
town
I
and
said
came back and I
no.
was sweating so bad I couldn't stand it.
I gotta take good care of my husband.
Let's check the beans and make sure they're.
I have to tell him when he's not hungry. Remember that?
Yeah.
That show we saw? It was comedians. It was really cute.
Got a nice cucumber coming on here too.
Oh.
See that one and that one.
I like cucumbers.
But they all need their water.
Cucumber sandwiches.
The beans are coming in good.
Should you put it in my pockets or your pockets?
I'm gonna carry these in, and I'll just have you grab the feed container.
What about the water in the garden?
I gotta take these in. I can't water the garden like this, dear.
Here, you can put them in the bottom of my dress.
You gotta you have to shut your film off so that you can
No,
do this.
you can do this. I'm holding my dress up.
Yeah, and they're gonna roll right out as soon as I put more in there.
I guess not then.
No, I guess not. Too.
I guess we aren't putting them in the bottom of my dress.
I'm just gonna drag the hose over and fill the troughs.
Okay, guys, so we're going to shut the film off here because
I
we
could probably put these in that basket.
Yeah,
I just have to move some of the stuff.
we're just trying to figure out how we can do this.
Pick the basket up to my height.
See, he can't bend down.
Oh, I can
can't.
bend, but
I can't use my hand. Wait a
just-
minute. I got to grab both of these.
That's what I
We're usually pretty good. God's healing
just
us.
wanted to move some of this stuff over to here so I can put the tomatoes on
Oh
that
yeah,
side.
that's good.
And then I can grab the water hose and start watering the garden, and then we're gonna be pretty much. That's not bad though. We got nine nice tomatoes today. Within 2 days they'll be ripe enough to eat.
Yay!
All right, let me get the hose and I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, God's healing us. This is probably the worst you'll ever see us. Okay. It is the worst you'll ever see us. God's telling us to slow down. Okay. He's got the hose.
That's the best way of watering a garden, I'm telling you.
Especially when you want to sit around all day and watch movies. What movies we gonna watch?
I don't know.
Are we gonna watch regular movies today?
I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna have to put a Godzilla movie on.
Yeah, no, but I don't want. I just woke up. I don't know if I'm ready for a nap. But if we eat, we might be ready for a nap. I think I'm gonna have 2 hamburgers. You're gonna have a steak. I'm gonna take a nap, and that'll be my meal for the day.
And that's easy way of watering.
There you go. That's all you do.
And when the trough gets full, it'll either start overflowing, and you just put it onto the next one. Starting to get warm. And this is shady this morning.
Well, didn't they say on the news it's a heat wave or something
Yeah.
up here in upstate New York?
It was supposed to rain last night, and I think we got a little drizzle, and that was it. Dried it up quicker than it came down.
And then the cat's been going in and out, because she's hot.
And she's trying to go out, and then you open the door for her, and she just sits there.
She wants to come in. And the quail, they seemed happy to see me outside earlier. They were out chirping for me. They didn't see any birds at the feeder today. Yesterday it was filling up with blackbirds.
Oh,
That's good though.
may have to go to the auction tonight and pick up some more tomatoes.
Is it Tuesday?
Yes, it is.
Oh, we're going to go to the auction tonight?
It's the only night to have it.
I have been begging him to go to the auction. Now I don't care.
Well, it's only because of we need some tomatoes and maybe cucumbers.
Yeah, we probably should go. We haven't been there since the social distancing thing started. And then tomorrow we got to go to the doctor.
Well, it seems like it's taking a lot of time to fill that trough up. Must be they're
It's empty, pal.
sucking the water up through their bottoms before
They were thirsty.
fills the trough up.
So we like to go to the food auctions, and we only buy food there that we like, fresh vegetables and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all I buy.
It's
now.
roaming on the ground now, dear, in the back
Is it?
there. Yeah. And then, because you can't grow things as cheap as you can get them at some of the places, if, you know.
Well, we have a lot of individual farmers that sell a lot of their produce roadside too. So.
Yeah, it's all over here. If you drive through here, it's all over. But they usually buy it at the auction and
You
then
could
sell it.
buy a quart of tomatoes, which is probably about 4 or 5 tomatoes for usually $1 or so.
Yeah, but they buy it at the auction and sell it at their stand.
Not all of them. A lot of them do it right out of their garden.
Oh, okay.
The local farmers do it out of their garden. A lot of them don't even know about this auction.
That's true, too. And,
Few locals know about it.
yeah.
John and his wife. And
Most people don't want to be carrying all those fruits and vegetables out. And this year I won't be able to, because usually clay
well, we'd
beds...
be buying $200 or $300 worth of fruits and vegetables for like $80.
Right, and what I do is I usually carry the stuff out for him, but I'm not going to this year because of my arm, so it's going to be a little weird. I guess I can bring bags and use my one arm, because I like my husband to stay there to bed, so that when I'm loading the car, he can still bed if there's things we see. Otherwise, he's loading the car and he can't bed, and I'm probably be a bad bedder. I don't know, I haven't bed, but he's got more patience than I do with the bedding.
Well, I know what the deals are and what aren't.
Right, I'd be like, I want this, so I'm getting it.
And then she'd be spending twice as much as she would in the grocery store.
Exactly, so that's why I let him bed.
This one's almost full.
We both have our strengths and weaknesses. Sometimes I'm like, Clay, we got to buy that for you.
Well, I don't like buying things for myself.
I know. Like my clothes, most of the time my sister gives me all my clothes. Clay will buy me clothes, but my sister gives me so much clothes, and I live in the country, so it's not like I have to go, you know, I'm usually working, so Clay's usually the only one that needs clothes.
I don't need them very often.
No, but I mean, for me, my sister, just because, she works and she gets tired of it. I used to work, I used to give all my sister's clothes, now they turn around and do it for me, so it's really nice. So I'm thankful, really thankful
Cauliflower and
for that.
broccoli didn't do as well as I'd like, but the peppers, the tomatoes, and the celery did wonderful in this garden. So
Oh,
did
yeah.
the onions, which I have to go through there and water them too.
You did buy me shoes the other day.
2 pair.
2 pairs. They were a great deal at Walmart. I mean, he'll buy whatever I want. But I saw some sneakers I wanted. I said, oh, they were kid size 5. I said, I want those sneakers, and they were $2, so he let me have them. And then I had another pair, and I said, which one should I get? He goes, get both of them. So another one was a little bit more, but it was an adult size 8.5. Don't ask me. I can wear 8.5 in kids sizes.
Not me.
You can't. Usually it's a kid size 6 I wear, but that was 5. Must have just been the way it was. And I used to be a size 6 adult for years.
I went into Walmart to buy some more underwear, and the packages said XL. When I got home, I found out one pack was men's, and they had one pack of boys in the men's department.
So he had to bring them back.
So I had to bring them back.
Yeah, that happened. So, but for the most part, which was kind of a pain, but
Water the onions.
there was actually nobody in line there either, were they? Which I was shocked.
Well, it was a Monday.
It was a Monday. But the problem with it was that everywhere you went in Walmart that day was super hot. I don't know why. It was just really warm in there.
These are the only things that weren't automatic watering was my onions.
Oh yeah,
I have to water them every now and then, but they're getting some nice size to them. Back on soaker. And fill the other troughs.
Well, there's not a lot of malls or anything around here, so people out here generally shop at Walmart for clothes.
Well, we have to travel 20 miles to go to our neighborhood Walmart.
And even
we can go 16 to Fulton, but Fulton's not a super center like Auburn is, so I'd rather go the extra couple of miles to the super center where they got car repair and everything else.
And also,
but of course, during this coronavirus, the car repair thing shut down too. So.
But you can go to Tractor Supply and get clothing, and you can also, for the girls out there, everybody, like when I first moved out here, you know, I looked funny wearing my city clothes, so to speak, leather jackets and fancy clothes. So it's just really jeans and t-shirt kind of life out here, which is nice. But I wear nice things to church when I go, which I like to go every week.
I also have to water that raspberry. I forgot we still got to plant that yet.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm Gabby now, huh? What I really want to do, guys, because I'm Gabby now, is I want to sew all my own clothes. I would love to do that. We'll see. We will see.
I got to water some of these beans in that because we had high winds and it blew the buckets off and tore some of the wicks out of the bottom. So I just want to make sure they're getting warm.
Feel the breeze?
Feels good.
So this area gets the sun, and it's got a nice big shade tree too.
I'll water these from the top, and it'll help fill the bucket or the bottom thing too.
You don't have to water them from the top,
Only,
but
the only reason I'm doing these from the top is because
it's been dry.
like I said, the buckets fell over.
Oh, okay.
In that high windstorm.
But it's been really, really dry.
And the water will go down through the buckets and into the trough anyway. Just gotta make sure the soil gets through it. And I'm only going to do it to the beans and cucumbers. Tomatoes are right down. The roots, you can see the roots. If you go to that first cherry tomato root, between in the trough, you can see the roots coming down out of the, right down here.
I'm looking, baby.
Look right between.
Oh yeah, see?
That's the roots go right down through the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, they're right in the trough. Huh.
And they'll go right in the trough to get a drink anyway.
But I love it because there's no bugs, there's hardly any weeds. The weeds that you see are all on the ground.
The leaves aren't all full of bug holes where they chewed the leaves all up. You don't have to worry about the rabbits coming and eating your cucumbers. And
It's super easy. And even in this heat, it's flourished because you just water it, and it's not like a forever watering. Well, honey, I think I'm going to end the video here.
yeah, I gotta shut this off anyways. They're all full.
Okay, guys. Remember,
Big or small, you too could be a backyard farm. Good luck.
God bless, too. Bye-bye.